or her. But another reason why the Spaniards were welcome, first contact, obviously they came with that idea, we're gonna conquer them. You know how they used to first land it? Ready to shot and kill them, no? But our people, they don't know, so knew about, weapons. And when they saw them, they gave them offerings, see? So, but they were wearing shields, they were wearing like arms. That's why Predator, as a sculpture, the park led and that they offered to you. And if you ask them, why you offered to me something that has nothing, they will mention to you on a Mexican state known as Chiapas. Palenque, it's a Maya site where they, in the jungle, legends mention that every special seasons or period of time, from heavens, on like spaceships or something will fly, they will return like soldiers in order to check us. How about if when our gods or those guys who came and brought the knowledge returns, if we might be more well armed to them, we might kill them. So they just wanted that we show them our equipment. That's why that movie, against something like at the beginning, invisible, see, Predator. That's why the park, they had problems against the park. They told them why, and that's why we welcome the Spaniards, because they used to look taller, different, and they used to wear things that we don't have them, but they, like weapons, So then little by little, and they saw, there is a thing that might kill me, with just one shot, And that's why the legends invented here about 7 cities of gold, El Dorado, Linea alone, and the Españoles,
And the Mayas is in how many states? Only here in Yucatan?
Yucatan, what you mean, like a state or like?
Yeah, how many states is the Maya?
3 in Yucatan Peninsula. 3 nowadays, Yucatan State, Campeche, and Quintana Roo State. Obviously,
so Quintana Roo is Maya too.
It's Maya too, but it's out of the Yucatan State. Yucatan State just after Canada, Quebec, Canada, number 2nd most peaceful point. Every year we have 2 or 3 murders, local people, commit that. Except, murders or like people who steal or rob like stores, weird that occurs in Yucatan State. We don't have them weapons, we don't need them. There's no wildlife, no such good soil to plant cocaine or marijuana, no carteles in Yucatan.
No carteles in Yucatan.
There's no carteles.
Because the carteles is on Chiapas, right?
Oh, see, because of the jungle, because of the water, because they cross over there, and people, they help them, the police, no Yucatan. Yucatan Peninsula, in Yucatan State, if you commit something, wrong with your car, if you want to pay them, they don't know, they will give you like your ticket, and they charge you nothing. You can use internet nowadays. This is the police, the only police who, less corruption here, less. I mean, it doesn't mean that doesn't exist. See, it's always like that. But our system that's working better. Obviously, they pay them well too. That's something important.
Yeah, I've heard that.
There's no cartels in Yucatan till now. That's why the checking points almost everywhere. Trying to check us, you were just trying to transport weapons, trying to. No, we don't need it. We don't know how to use it.
He watched Narco. I told him, baby, that's not Mexico.
Please. From Sinaloa.
Narcos, I watch Somos.
They're all those shows are good.
All the bad movies about Mexico. And I told him, no, baby.
That's why we don't go, we don't move, we love Yucatan. There's no natural resources, less problems, less contamination in Yucatan. Our cenotes, the water is pure because there's no enterprises in Yucatan.
Yeah,
no
thank God.
No oil.
No fabric, no factory, right?
Factory. There's something else. Driving back from here to your hotel.
The food tastes different. The food tastes, wow.
See.
This is a papaya?
Oh.
The papaya oh my gosh, this morning, and the eggs.
And mango here.
I agree, we were talking about that too.
Oh my gosh, and the mango, he said.
I tasted Thursday the mango.
Yeah.
Maybe it's mango. No, but the mango that we got at the Publix. With Dixie.
Yeah.
That's transgenic food, that have a.
But here going.
¿De verdad? Lo que él comenta.
What? Yeah, the mango.
Different.
Absolutely different.
Yeah.
The mango is taste.
But there's something in the soil because it used to be under the water, minerals. That's why that tree, agave tree, not good for tequila. But you know what? That tree, or like we call it,
Isn't that
Like the cerveza Heineken, in Espanol, Enequén. Mayas discovered a couple thousands of years ago that the fibers of the leaves of that, like a tree, see, the best ones who will resist, used to resist until today, you know, resist better than all the natural fibers, you know, turn it into ropes, you know, the salt water. Nowadays we know why. We know a little bit more the soil. It's too rocky, and there's like sand, there's like salt, because Yucatan used to be under the water.
Yeah.
First World War, all ships need our ropes, you know. Why? Because used to resist more salty water. You know what that used to cause? Yucatan state used to becomes into the richest state, not because of gold, silver, or wars, conquer people, and no, because of that tree. So that's why Santa Anna, Mexican president, they led in Guatemala, Salvador, Honduras, and Belize, 4 countries used to belong to Mexico. They used to declare his independence. Okay, no problema. We did the same. No, you're not. Why? That's why we have a different Mexican flag. We don't like the one with an eagle on the top of a cactus.
Yucatan, no?
No, we don't like that Mexican signal. An eagle, we don't have them in Yucatan. On the top of a cactus, we don't have them cactus in Yucatan. They're boring a rattlesnake, our snake. But the Aztecas, as Mel Gibson shows, conquer us. When somebody conquers you, you don't have options.
That movie is a good movie?
Well, for us, we don't have complaints. The Aztecas have complaints. Mexico City, people from the city of Mexico. They're still today against that movie. The rest of Mexico, because we were conquered by the Aztecas, when the Spaniards first landed, you know what we told them? 17 years of gold, Aztec cities, they're the bad boys. We used to help them, the Españoles, to be able to defeat the Aztecas. Españoles, very smart, they told us and promised, you want to be free? Of course, that's see, join me. In order to defeat the Aztecas, that's what we did. That's why when we go to Mexico, we never go for vacation. We just go to visit Guadalupe Chapel. It's the lady that I mentioned that used to live at the island, you know, for us. And Mexican Maya used to invent a legend. See, but the only problem for the Spanish is brown skin virgin. See, and on El Cerro del Tepeyac, like a hill. See, we just go
that's in Dieppe, right?
in Mexico City. in the I don't know where, but that's the only reason why we wanted to go to Mexico to visit that chapel, Guadalupe Chapel.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Oh, see, well, that's the only reason. See, and when we get there, when we used to ask for directions, they used to send us to there because they still, you know, they have hard feelings against us. They still believe that they were defeated by the Spaniards because we helped the Spaniards and told them that they were the bad boys.
So until now,
how many years ago was that?
Oh my God!
Till now, they have.
How many years ago did they fight Did that happen?
The Aztecas, you know, I mean, were defeated by the Españoles, you know, at the 13th century.
Wow.
I mean, at the 15th century.
15th century?
15th century, you know.
So after all that time, still that hostility. Wow.
Then the snake body. Remember cuckoo and flying snake, something with feathers? No scales, the body full of feathers. See, cuckoo and flying snake because has feathers along its body, no scales. Cuckoo can flying snake and see them first, second, third. Some of the rattles like diamondbacks, Arizona, rattlesnakes, and then more feathers. Just at the main temple, we can see them. A couple of them snake heads. Why at the bottom? Because it's the only building who shows that the snake visits us and will fertilize the soil when the snake head gets lined up. The other one shows that the snake is going back, flying back, taking off to return to his place. Jaguars, eagles, animals that they used to worship as a sacred special. Superior hunters, obviously, a jaguar. So the Mayan skins, jaguar skins, used to be associated with constellations night times. They were always studying it. Little chapels, both of them, but that one, we like this one a little bit more because shows that snake, and it's that we're talking about rattlesnakes. All what we know is about the snakes, why they were sacred and still today, because shed the skin, then whether change your stand to plant, you will have good crops like money. Por favor, please come this way. At least we have a nice breeze.
Yeah, Nick.
The weather is perfect, and let me congratulations because oh my gosh, it's a completely different tour.
The wind, it's not. And it's super hot there, you know, there's no wind, but today, because of the little shower that you saw there,
Yeah.
we have this nice, like a cool,
Made a big difference.
breeze.
That's perfect.
Oh, see?
You see, everything is always working out for us. Perfect.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
Used to
awful
start
hot.
to that corner,
Hi
and
there.
ends. That's the largest, because they're like the largest, biggest, like coliseum in America. Mentioned in this way because they were found, discovered 3,000 of them, a little bit more than everywhere in America. They used to play, not equal, something similar. There's something that nowadays we call them skybox. See that stone jaguar used to be waiting not for money,
yeah.
for offerings. The ones who wanted to watch that game, they had two options: climb up that staircase and stood inside of that like in a skybox, the most expensive seats in the house, or climb up there and stood from the top of that wall watching the game who took place inside.
Like playing the game, the football game, the
Like
soccer
football,
game.
like soccer,
The
like
soccer
basketball too, because we have stone rings.
But this is
They were working here, so that's why they're things
I
that
remember that I've been inside the soccer field.
Yeah, I remember that too. I remember the rings
Yeah.
on the wall or
see the stone
something.
floor more or less there. All the stones that once were there, some of them as a pile of rubble, they're just waiting for the next restoration season. See?
Yeah.
But they used to be used in order to climb up and stood from the top, gets from the top and watch the game who took place inside. We're gonna be able to walk through, but they
Cool.
had to pay for it. The stone jaguar used to be waiting for offerings. Among different offerings, you know, that they were waiting for Yucatan Peninsula or in Chichen Itza, coca seats. How we knows about that? 3 guards, taller, you know, like our modern guards in the stadiums, you know, instead of sandals like the ones that I show you there. I'm gonna show you they're wearing like boots if they need to kick somebody, probably holding like weapons to intimidate probably somebody. And in front of his legs there's a dish full of
to protect.
coca seeds. Let me show you to
Yeah.
you.
Oh, cool.
I think that's one of the things that and they discovered there were a lot of people waiting on the long lines, you know, like ready to buy their tickets, holding in their hands like offerings, like the ones that I wanted to show you here. Legs on that line, both legs, but she's super taller for us. He's super taller, wearing like a couple weapons, but in front of both legs, we can see like a dish full of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coca seeds.
Yeah, shit.
Coca seeds, you know, choco in Maya language means something not just hot, something that it's almost ready to boil it or boiled water. And lat means this action. Chocolate to Maya words. The Españoles used to conquer or started conquest of Yucatan. They had to go back to Europe and had to, well, somebody had to spend or invest money to see conquer Yucatan. They had a huge problem. No gold, no silver.
Yeah.
The other guys, you
They had
know.
nothing to store.
And when they used to get to Europe, in front of his king, Carlos V, Charles V, the one who used to sponsor expedition of Yucatan. See, he was waiting for like gold, you know, regards. And the guides, you know, Montejo, last name of those guides, you know, Españoles, they told to Charles V, there's nothing in Yucatan, there's no gold there, but what they use is like currency. And they showed them, this is what they use, you know, to do what? What they do with, they used to like boil water, they used to add, you know, couple of them, coca seeds, little bit of honeybee, then with a stick, they did what we call in Maya language, lat. And then the result, as a drink, chocolate. Drunk, you know, used to be by the king. Delicious, returns from Europe to America with milk. Everybody knows about chocolate, but there's not enough information about this. Chocolate, to Maya words. March 21st, the Maya language, because it's the hottest day, we for it super common and famous this Maya phrase, you know. Choco lequino. Kin, it's the sun. Lequino, the sun, it's, I'm dying, I'm sweating, I'm almost like ready to melt, you know, because the sun is extremely hotter. Choco lequino, chocolate nowadays.
Yeah.
Cocoa seeds, we don't grow cacao, cocoa here, came from far away. But the ones, if they wanted to be in front of the crowd to walk through and watch the game,
Have to pay with,
Oh,
with
see.
cacao.
Yeah.
just like nowadays, there's people who love and die for chocolate. Amigos, see the remains of the stone floor that I mentioned to you. Used to be for complete 1 by 1 square kilometers covered up by stone bricks, you know, stone floor, and then at least remains of red color on top of a stucco. Somebody, you know, had to cover up like our houses, then colors. Because we have beautiful place, gardens, fountains, you know, to a red floor, like red plaza. And see again the main decoration. Either side of that staircase, even the bodies full of feathers. 1, 2, 3. Again, some of the rattles. The rest of their bodies are over there. As a pile of rubbles waiting to be another restoration season to be put them back in their original spaces. Watch out with the paddle. That's the only evidence of the storms that we're having since like a couple months.
Oh, really?
That's how the stadium used to look like. It's the only a place that in Chichen Itza have been restored really, because never the stadium used to be supporting a stone roof, which is the first one to start to crumble because the walls support the stone roof, you know. So that's why that stadium, just like 20% something.
Oh, that's what I remember. There's rings. See, there's rings. They used to play some sort of game down here.
Sacrifice is almost finished.
Beautiful people,
Yeah.
last stop.
This is among different team members. This player, it's easier to explain you. Different shoes that he's wearing as part of his equipment. That one, it's a sandal. We can see some of their toes, but that one, it's well done. Can you see?
Yeah.
To kick with, like in soccer, like the rubber ball that I showed to you there, but smaller than the one that we saw there. 2 kilos heavy, it's like 4 pounds. That one, it's like 5 kilos heavy. No, super awfully heavy. We call them nowadays knee pad. No Nikes, no Reebok. These people wear them, you know, they already invented, they use them. Through their belts, all of them are carrying things that in baseball or like golf, in order to, they need it in order to kick it, hit it, you know, like baseball. In their hands, holding like sticks that in tennis, ping pong to hit with, you know, we use them. Chest and shoulders protection. The American football players, we know why they have to be well protected, because there's a lot of contact, no? See, I mean, that gives us an idea that when they were playing across, see the stone rings on like a basketball court, not alone. 7 against 7, how we know about that? We have 6 carvings to show exactly 7 against 7, 10 members. But their face features have 2.
I
The
love
way how
that.
they-
Why? Because I have
No,
two
no,
in my life.
nobody have 2. Why we have 2? Just because, you know, if somebody conquer you, you have 2. But in Yucatan, good, I mean, in good hands, information, you can do magic, cure sicknesses, cancer, but in bad hands, they would prefer design weapons and kill people.
Or-
In this case, because they were more peaceful, in good hands, they did magic, the main temple. All what they used to promise from the top of that temple occurs. So everybody were happy. If you're happy, you works better, nicer. You create instead of destroy. Work of art, you know. You don't have to pay nobody if he loves what he do. You have to pay me today, but I love what I do. Because since I was a child, but that used to be my, not like an option, you know. Since I was a child, I realized
I
that I
love
have
that
to.
philosophy.
Yeah.
And I practice in my life.
Honestly, and we suffer less because sometimes we just are a little bit angry because.
Sure.
See then again, different shoes, knee pad through their belts, like baseball bat, chest and shoulders protection, sticks in their hands to hit with. Finally, pok tapok, the game name. Why?
Pok tapok?
Pok tapok. Think about ping pong. Ping pong, the sound, no? When we hit the little plastic balls, I never used to play ping pong, but I watch it. Ping pong, no, doesn't mean nothing. Playing across because of the high walls, trying to pass the rubber balls through those hoops, you know. The sound, you know, used to be like pok tapok, bounces back, you know, pok
That's
tapok.
super, I mean, how you can do that?
That's why we have this short but long platform. They had a captain playing above that short wall and another one across. In between 2 teams composed by 7 against 7. They used to play on like a basketball court across. 6 of them at the ground. They used to fought basically against the other team without not using their hands like in soccer. They were trying.